This is the end of summer, and we're looking for a place to go where it's cool. Well, guess what? We certainly found a place. As you can see, it's so cold that we're gonna have to wear sweatshirts. And we escaped from the 90+ degree heat. And we're up in the mountains here at Elk Knob State Park. It's a gorgeous Saturday in September, early part of September. Let's go hiking. Come on, join us as we go on the summit trail of the Elk Knob State Park. Elk Knob State Park is on the northwest side of North Carolina. It's pretty close to the Virginia border. Elk Knob is one of the tallest mountains in North Carolina at about 5,500 feet. And it's actually one of the newest parks here in North Carolina. The trail, one of the main trails here is called the Summit Trail, and it goes from the parking lot up to the top of Elk Knob. And this trail was largely constructed by volunteers, and the trail itself only opened in 2011, so it's a very new trail, and it goes basically up about 900 feet in elevation change, so over 1.9 miles, and so it's fairly steep, but it's rated as moderate, and does have very nice mile markers on the side every quarter mile or so, and tells you exactly where you are on the trail here. Yep, it's 19 miles, right? You think it's 19 miles? I think you're missing a point here.
Oh, 1.9 miles. 1.9 miles. They should dock this a little bit better.
The Summit Trail is mostly consistent uphill, so there's really not many sections where you have to climb at a steep angle, and because of that, even though it's going to go up about 900 feet in elevation, it's not doesn't feel that bad, and so it is actually very doable with some rest in between, but it is the main trail here in Elk Knob. This is the one that gets you to the top. There's a couple other trails that get you to campsites and stuff, but this is by all means the main trail here. Coming up on this beautiful overlook here on the bend with a beautiful bench right here. You can sit here and really enjoy the view here. Today is a relatively clear day, and yeah, you can see the mountains over here. We are at the 1.75 mile marker. If I have it right, the trail is 1.9 miles, which means that this should be the last milepost sign that we will see, and we're getting close, getting excited. Well, we have lots of steps here towards the end of the trail. Maybe this is the final ascent, and can sort of see the sunlight through the clearing. Almost there, I think so. Getting above the trees. Notice that the trees up here are small, probably because weather's going to be pretty harsh here in another month or two. And it's not windy today, but I can imagine this being very windy a lot of the times. Well, we can go to the north view or the south view. I think north view is a little bit higher, so let's go check out that side first. This is the way to the south view. Let's go check it out. Well, between the north view and the south view, there's no question that the north view is much better. But not because of the mountain scenery, because the mountain scenery is all beautiful. What is beautiful is that there's less foreground, so you can get a clearer view from the north view than you can from the south view. The trail actually crosses this road. Looks like a service road of some kind that goes up the mountain. And so there's actually a road that goes to the top of Elk Knob. I suppose you can walk on the road, but the trail is certainly much more beautiful and pleasant. So this trail crosses this road a few times on the way up. And this is where the service road ends, up here on the top. We're here on a Saturday, Labor Day weekend, and the weather is absolutely gorgeous. And there really isn't that many people here. A little bit surprising. We do pass people along the way, and the trail is kind of narrow, which really isn't a problem during normal times. But during the pandemic year of 2020, we do have to step to the side and let people pass both ways. But it's surprisingly few people here for a Labor Day weekend Saturday. Beautiful weather. Well, remember what I said about how I was surprised how few people there are on a Saturday at Labor Day? Hello. Well, it's probably because we're earlier in the day. As we're heading down, there's a lot more people coming up than we saw before. So it's a very popular trail. No big deal. Just kind of pass each other. In this year, 2020, a pandemic year, you just have to stop, go off to the side more, and maintain the social distance. But it's still a very, very pleasant hike. So as some of you who follow this channel know, that we were on a quest to go to all the national parks in the US. We made up to about 56 out of the 62, and then the pandemic hit and we had to more or less stay home. So we decided, let's go local. There are 42 state parks in North Carolina, so we decided to see if we can hit them all. And we're probably done more than a dozen since May when we started this quest. And I will say, because we're doing the summertime, the parks down by the eastern part of the state is hot. And we've been to some of the state parks in the mountains, like we're here now at Elk Knob, and it's beautiful. And the weather certainly helps a lot. North Carolina state parks actually have quite a diverse set of scenery. It can range from Jockey's Ridge State Park down by the coast with a big sand dune to Mount Mitchell State Park, which is on the other side of the state. That's the tallest peak in the eastern part of the United States. You have beautiful waterfalls like what you find in Gorgeous State Park, and you also have many parks with a lake as a theme, big and small. And of course you have normal mountains that you can go hiking, and so there's quite a diversity of parks here. You have parks that are mainly for group camping, like Singletary, and you have strenuous hikes in some of the mountains, and many of the parks host the Mountains to the Sea Trail, which goes from the Appalachian all the way to the coast here in North Carolina. So North Carolina's got quite a diverse set of scenery here. Come on, join us as we go on the summit trail of
Something Knob.
Something Knob. So Banner Elk State Park is actually one of the newest state parks here in North Carolina.
We're not in Banner Elk.
No, okay. Elk Knob State Park is... We are on our way to visit all the national parks in the United States. Follow along by hitting the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell so you know when a new video is released. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and please share it with everybody that you know.